Yo, 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 it's Monday, so you know what that means. It's time for another episode of Marcus in the Man Cave with your boy Marcus and our wonderful, beautiful Miss Vibrant Thing herself, Miss Janelle Mayfield.
Everything.
How you doing?
I'm good. Are we live?
We are live on the fan page right now. Don't know what.
Okay, maybe my hello everyone. I'm wonderful. How are you today?
I'm great. I can't complain. And we got our favorite lady back, Miss Jasmine Parnell. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Um, let's see. Just check if anybody in here can see us on the YouTube page. Let us know. That would be quite helpful. But other than that, Janelle, how was your weekend this past weekend?
I randomly got sick, but it forced me to stay in the bed all day yesterday, which was really nice. But Trevor and Zaire had a great time, and watching them be them is so much fun. So it was nice.
Well, that's good. That's good. Jasmine, what were you up to?
So Friday was my company's holiday party.
Okay.
It was all virtual. I planned it. I was very, very proud of everything that happened. Saturday, girl, yes, it was good. Saturday, my niece had a little dance showcase. It was the quickest little showcase I've ever been to, but she did so good. She looked so cute in her little uniform. And yesterday, I literally did nothing.
Yes.
I made breakfast and dinner, and I was on my couch the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
Felt so good.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really do much this weekend. I basically just chilled. I got to have a little bro time with the homies on the PS5, playing around on some games, checking out all of Call of Duty's new stuff and whatnot, and that was pretty fun to get connected with people, especially when you leave a place where all your friends are at and you go somewhere else. It's nice that technology can still connect us, and that was always a fun time. We're going to get right into business tonight. If you're looking for us on the Marcus in the Man Cave regular podcast page, something's funky's going on with the stream right now. I don't know what it is.
You talking Facebook?
Huh?
Okay, because I was like, I don't see anything on Facebook either. All right.
Yeah, it's only on the fan page for some reason right now. I'm trying to diagnose the issue, but there's always other options like the fan page and YouTube. So if you want to watch us, make sure you head over there. We try to solve all the problems, and I'll try to get this fixed. But we're gonna still have a good show anyway. So for oh yeah, Jasmine, you had some friends help us out with some stuff. So
Yeah. So my best friend, Jessica, my best friend Jessica, she has a podcast as well. It is called the What Up Doe Podcast. You can watch it on YouTube on Fridays. It comes out on Wednesdays on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
okay.
Yes.
Definitely want to shout them out.
And the Black on Tuesdays.
Okay. Cool.
On what?
It's a Black-owned radio station.
No, I just want you to say Tuesday the way you said it before.
Not.
Can you guys see Facebook? I can't see my timeline or anything. Did Facebook go down?
I don't know.
Look.
I can see us on the fan page.
I can't see anything, but that's fine. As long as we're there, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. I can see us.
I can't for some reason. Who knows?
Well,
just read the comments to me when we get the chat.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we'll get it on soon. I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm trying to find out what's going on. Let's see here. We're gonna get it working for our people. We got 7 people watching now. Okay, I think people are coming over to either the YouTube channel or yeah, I think people are coming to the YouTube channel, so that's good. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with that. The Book of Faces didn't like me.
So ghetto.
Look, Facebook is really messing us up, but that's why we got YouTube. YouTube is coming through to us. Charm, just go ahead, tell all the friends you can to come over and pile up in the YouTube bandwagon. We're gonna drive that thing for the rest of the night because apparently Facebook wants to be ghetto and not let us be great. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. So grab everybody and tell them to meet us on YouTube. We got okay, I think Ricky can see us. He's saying he can see us on Facebook. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. It's always giving us some issues, but whatever. We got YouTube. So let's get into the some business today. What we got on? We got a good lineup today. We got a fun show today. I want to have some laughs. Oh, she says all Snap is working now. Okay, I see and hear you clear on Facebook. Thank you, Ricky. All right, yeah. We got 10 people coming in. All right, thanks, y'all. I don't know what's happening.
I'm calling Mark.
Yeah, we calling those Zucks out because Zuck's been messing us up.
I'm sick of his mess.
Okay, and we are back on the regular Marcus in the Man Cave page too. So everything's back running. I don't know what it is, but we back, y'all. We back, and we're not gonna let it stop us. We about to have a fun show. All right. First order of business. We're gonna talk about something that's been out there on Facebook, out there on Instagram, and something that I just really don't understand. Something that I really don't understand, but we want to talk about it with y'all. It's little boys having play cook sets at being young. And I don't understand why this is an issue. I'm gonna pass it to the ladies, let them talk about it, because I feel like of course we have a mother, Janelle, and she can talk more about it, having a child and especially having a son. But I don't understand this argument that it's somehow gay. First of all, we got to get out of this idea of calling everything gay. Like it's 2021, about to be 2022. Let's get out of that. 2, what's up, Anthony? I see you, man. I see you. Hey, Erica. So when I was little, my sister had a easy bake oven, and I played with the easy bake oven, and I made some really good M&M cakes out of that thing. I mean, the old school easy bake oven that could actually kill you if you messed up with it. Like they had some M&M cakes.
Zap every now and then.
Yeah, yeah, them things hit, and I feel like this is a really stupid argument to be having because you look at who our major celebrity chefs are: Bobby Flay, Gordon Ramsay, Emeril Lagasse. These are all guys. So, like, why would getting a cook set for a boy be gay? First of all, you're exposing him into a whole new world where he might find his passion. 2, you're teaching himself you're teaching him how to learn his way around a kitchen, maybe a mock-up kitchen, but teaching him that, this is a place where he belongs and a place where he might have to, work or, do things to provide sustenance for himself. So I'm very confused on how this is gay or making your son weak. Janelle, we'll go to you and then we'll hit with Jasmine. Jasmine, y'all can tell us what y'all think. People tell us in the comments what y'all think because it's crazy to me.
I just feel like everyone is tripping. I couldn't believe that was even a topic. But I had a few thoughts on this. First, I find it really sad that we are still trying to equate certain things to being gay. And the same people that were screaming we have to support the LGBTQ community are the same people saying these things. On top of the same people that are complaining are the very women who complain that, my man don't know how to cook. I got to clean and do all this. He don't know how. And the men are, the entire thing was dumb. And I just feel like someone is bamboozling us. I believe that there has to be some warehouse full of people that just sit there and create accounts and do this all day. I cannot comprehend people sitting on Blue Ivy's internet arguing over a kitchen set. I'm trying to get my student loans knocked off and y'all are worried about a kitchen set? Don't ever come to my house. Don't come to my house because my son, like I said, he's about to have a whole apartment. He has the fridge. We got him the lounge chair. It's all coming. So don't ever come in my house. And if you feel that way, just stay away from me in general, you crackhead. That's it. What?
We got some comments. Anthony says people can be mad, but guess what? They got play kitchens in almost every pre-K, and the boys be cooking.
Listen, whipping up Rick, okay?
Hey, Charlotte. Erica says that's why these grown men can't boil water. That's hey, that could be true. And Anthony says Janelle about to blame white people for this stuff.
No, I'm not. No, this ain't. They don't argue about stuff like that. If there's one thing white people do, they ain't going to argue about nothing. Well, they argue about stupid stuff, but not this. This is definitely all us.
And then I'm gonna read these last two, and then Jasmine, it's your turn. Erica says, "Get them some play vacuums while you're at it." And Ross says, "Okay, it's working now. That's great to hear." And yes, they need to eat single or married.
Period.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Jasmine, tell us what you think.
I think it's dumb. Because let me tell you, they had from the little kitchens we used to have in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to these little kitchens are top tier. Okay, the little water spout works on some of these.
No,
things.
for real, they got ice like
some of these things. They got like quote unquote stainless steel stuff. But y'all complaining because the little boy is playing with the kitchen? Are you serious?
Listen, if your daddy didn't make a meal for you, I'm sorry.
Listen, let me tell you, because Marvin was cooking, okay? And still does. Now, like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me because it's like, so what happens if the oldest sibling is a girl and she has a kitchen and the little boy is in there playing with his sister? You see him playing with the kitchen, you gonna go up to him and slap his hand and say, "Stop, that's gay"? Like, what?
Yeah, they probably are.
Make it make sense. But I'm with Erica on this one though, with talking about that's why some of these grown men don't even know how to boil water and all they can give you is ramen noodles.
Bruh, if you don't like, that's another question. Why people ain't tired of eating that stuff, man? Like, why are you not tired of eating that? Like, people buy, like, I get it. Like,
hold on.
No, wait.
You can whip that stuff.
You can make it better. You can turn it into some legit ramen if you know what you do. But like, I get tired of going over. Like, I had a homeboy. Like, I would go over after school. We go play some games and do something like that. Every time I go, "Hey man, you want something to eat?" And I had to tell him, "Stop offering me something to eat. If you about to make the daggone same pack of noodles that you like, just say it's noodles because it's the same thing every time." Like, are we not tired of it? Are we not tired of them noodles yet?
No, seriously.
Please read Charming's comment.
Charming said, wait, she said, "My dad made a pot of peas and called it dinner."
Go to bed, Charming. Go to bed, friend.
Don't do your daddy like that.
You put him out there like that. Charlotte says, "Shout out to Air Force male flight attendants." Yeah, you got your husband. He can throw down. He sure can. And he do all them southern meals. Y'all eat good over there. Damn, Charmin, why you put your daddy out like that? She said, "I hate peas to this day." Yeah, no.
To this day.
But that's weird. Like, I guess, I mean, my dad loved cooking. Like, he was great at it. Like, so and he always told me, like, you better learn it because you're not guaranteed to have a woman in your life. Like, and that's not her job anyway. Like,
I was gonna say.
He said, if you learn to cook, no woman can hold nothing over your head. Like, you know how to, sustain yourself. You can take care of yourself. So, you need to learn. But first, Anthony, I understand why you can't wait to eat ramen again because you in there eating them buckwheat pancakes, man. I know how them things are. Erica said, "I had my ex-bae cut up some bell peppers and he put all the seeds and the stem in the damn." Ah, man. Hey, that's why these boys need kitchen sets. We need to start teaching them. Yeah, but I'm confused on why certain things are just gay. Like, I think we just be saying stuff now. Like, there's nothing. All these celebrity chefs on all these shows, Guy Fieri, all these are dudes. Like, all of these chefs are guys. The majority of your people on the Food Network are guys out here owning all these restaurants and coming up with all these meals. And then you got barbecue pitmasters doing all this stuff. Like,
maybe they think the chefs are gay.
Whatever.
I bet they wouldn't if they saw their bank
community.
accounts.
It has multiple restaurants. Like, come on.
I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things I want to say, but I have to be kind.
Anthony said people also say dudes who eat brunch are gay. I love brunch. Listen, a lot of my male friends love a good brunch and a good mimosa, okay?
Bro,
so I don't understand how that's even a thing.
But my question is, who are these people? Like, who are you that you feel like you can say that XYZ is gay and you're not gay at all? Like, who are you that you get to say something about a community that is harmful and negative? Like, yeah, we're laughing at it, but it really, really is harmful. Like, who are you? You don't identify as that. So why do you think you can say something like this? How can we sit up here and say, like, you know, we want to support each other, and specifically for Black people, we're rooting for everybody Black, but then we have like these little pockets of crap that make no sense to me. And I just sit here and I'm just like, is it only we support each other when it's other groups of people against us? Is that the only time? I don't get it.
I first of all, mimosa drunk is fun drunk. I don't know what it is. It's such a fun drunk. Like, I don't know what it is. I get all like cheery and crap when I be drinking mimosa. I don't know what it is.
You feel like a whole nother person when you mimosa drunk, and it's not a bad thing. Like it's like you just have so much more fun. Like you are invincible a little bit. Like it's like mimosas. My knees don't hurt.
Ross said,
like I don't know. Things. Wine makes me want to be in a music video. Liquor makes me want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I get tired when I drink. Like liquor, like,
but wine, best believe.
Wine be having you emotional.
Beyonce all day.
Let me read these comments real quick. Erica says they rather give their sons, rather their sons have toy guns. Yeah. Ma'am. Don't get Anthony on you now.
Listen, it's literally a 17-year-old that is proving my point right now. Okay.
You're not lying.
Somebody said we be on. No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What? Read it. Go ahead. Read it.
Charlotte said we be all night. That's it, sis. That's the exact energy I be on when I get some emotions. Okay.
Hey, like, let me read this comment. Ross says, and I don't like them saying gay as being negative either. Exactly.
Period. Like, what is wrong with you? Just don't have kids, please. Stop having kids, you abusive ass people, because then they're gonna grow up and be all jacked up and jack up everybody else. Just stop. Just stop. There's so many people.
Erica says, if shaming boys' passion, habits, or mannerisms stop boys from being gay, we would have no gay blacks. And then we got another comment from Rod. Don't forget the media marketing them that way. I don't know what made everyone gay before TV, but yeah, the media. Yeah.
That's a whole another thing. Like, what? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Like,
my thing is, it's first of all, those kitchen sets are nice now.
It's really for me as a parent, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's for me.
It's distracting.
It's not for y'all.
Like, kids get distracted with them things too. Like, they get really into it. Like,
yeah,
I've had little cousins like serve me a whole plate of plastic food, and they get excited about it. I'm like,
you need to stay on that point, because to all the mamas out here talking about, oh, I ain't got no time away from my kids. That's why I bought Zaire that fridge. Listen, where you going? Ear room? Blessings. Bring me a plate later, honey. Like, teach them independence, teach them to enjoy themselves, and also reclaim your time that you've been complaining about for the past 75 days. Sorry.
No, you fine. Okay. So Jaren says, I gotta be there. Talking about people who say dudes who eat brunch are gay. He said, well, I gotta be there before it gets crowded because I hate waiting to eat. Yeah, I done got old too. Like, I don't like sitting there for hours. DC is good for that. If you go to brunch in DC, it's an all-day experience. Like,
yeah, but you clearly ain't a pro.
You're clearly not a
pro.
So I go early.
It's a whole game.
We'll have to talk about brunch one day. We'll have to have a whole conversation about brunch. But I should name off some of my favorite brunch foods, but I'm not going to right now. We'll talk about that another day.
You could.
Ross says, yes, and it increases autonomy with real food too. True. Erica said, plate of plastic food while you stare. Hey, I'm a fake eat it and enjoy it too.
Eat it and
enjoy it.
I'm gonna tell my babies it's good.
Because one day,
you better give me that plastic.
Because one day I'm gonna be in my 70s and they're gonna be bringing me a plate of real food because we encouraged it, and I'm gonna be cleaning them bones. Make a reservation. Erica says, waiting for you to say, yeah, kids be waiting for you to say, too. And they stare at you to make sure you put it near your mouth, too.
Listen, Zaire gives the, what's the face from Tina Turner? What was her ex's name that used to beat her up? Zaire gives me that look like.
What was her ex that used to beat
her up? It ain't good.
Up?
He's not relevant.
Let me see. Boy, I learned that the hard way. Brunch being all day. It was 8, and I was like, "Why are we still out?"
I don't expect to be home until later that evening.
No,
because you go to brunch and then you probably gonna find somewhere else to go.
See, fellas who've been acting up with their girls, they be scared for their ladies to go to brunch. That's what it is. They be scared because when she say she going to brunch, she not coming back no time soon, and that's why a lot of men have fears. Look, dude, I know a bunch of dudes that be like, they don't like when
Trevor must be different. Trevor be like, all right, bye.
That's because Trevor locked that down. He wore all black, and he said that this is mine, and he locked it down, so he ain't got nothing to worry about. I think that's Anthony saying Bus Boys used to be our favorite, my favorite brunch spot. The Mad Hatter used to be my favorite brunch spot.
Oh, I love Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter used to be. The DJ was always good. Mimosas were always hitting. Yo, I took a nap. I went to Mad Hatter, man. I drank so many mimosas that day, me and my oldest brother. I went to sleep. We got home around like 4, and I was like, hey, man, let's take a nap. We'll wake up for the second football game. I woke up at 2 a.m., bro. It was bad. Real bad. Charlotte says brunch in St. Louis. It has been a miss. But we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out, Charlotte. We're going to figure it out. What else? You're teaching them to be, I think this is Jaron. Yeah. I don't know why. Something's going on with Facebook, y'all, where some of y'all are coming in as your name and some of y'all are coming in with Facebook users. So I'm trying to read your comments and figure out who you are. So that's why I'm looking over at different screens. But Jaron says, you're teaching them to be multi-talented and expressive. I was criticized and called gay for playing music and studying science. Now all of those straight athletes are broken doing nothing. Guess y'all made a hell of a point on masculinity. Someone said Mad Hatter is they didn't like. Oh, Anthony didn't like Mad Hatter. Okay, well, we don't like you, Anthony. No, I was just playing.
Griffin had a pretty decent brunch as well. Griffin.
Yeah. What else? Trying to think of that other place I used to go a lot.
Ted's Bulletin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Masa 14, which is now closed. Had a good brunch. Listen, I'm a brunch connoisseur.
I wish Newbie was there. I wish Michael Newbie was here. He could tell me where we used to be going. It's a rooftop joint. Local 16. Local 16.
Local 16 is good.
Love Local 16. Get a whole pizza for $8 to clear that those mimosas up. That was always good. 10 Roof. We did have a good time at 10 Roof, Charlotte. That was pretty good. Ted's is mid 2. All right, Anthony, we ain't here for you.
Anthony, we didn't ask about what we ranking it. Dang.
Paramount Steakhouse. We'll grab that. But let's get off this topic. I think we pretty much said that get them boys them kitchen sets. Teach them boys how to cook and be sufficient in all things in life.
Y'all will spend $75,000 on a birthday party that they won't remember, but you won't get them a kitchen set.
That makes no sense to me. But so get them kids them kitchen sets. But speaking of gay, let's talk about Juicy Smouye. What?
Why was that your segue? Oh my God!
That's the what we talking about, Juicy. We about to talk about Juicy. We're gonna talk about Juicy. All right, so
y'all,
we're talking about Juicy. Juicy Smouye was found guilty.
Oh my gosh!
Was found guilty.
Come on, Erica. Come on in the chat.
Of lying to the masses about his little attack when he was going for his little $5 foot long. And turns out he says that he was getting a foot long from one of them brothers. that he was getting attacked by?
Marcus.
Oh, I'm telling the story. Am I not supposed to tell the story? We're supposed to inform our viewers of what happened in this case.
Marcus.
And I intend to bring the people the news. That's why they come to the man cave, is it not? So, mind you, his defense is he was getting the Jared treatment by one of these brothers.
I'm so
but I'm still standing.
This is my last episode.
But still standing on the fact
the Jared
that he got.
Market.
Well, that's what he was getting. So he was getting that treatment from the brother, and he said, but he was still holding firm to that they attacked him, but he didn't pay them. So why was somebody you eating fresh with gonna attack you at 2 a.m.? Well, first of all, the story never made sense when it came out, y'all. The story never made sense when it came out because if you've ever been to Chicago in the wintertime, you're not going outdoors at 2 a.m. to get nothing.
For numerous reasons, not just the cold.
You're not getting nothing. And then they wearing MAGA hats and whatever. But like, what gets me is somebody from the show Empire must have wrote this story for him. Because that's how bad it was. It was just as bad as the show. It's the only way he came up with this and thought this was gonna work. And called himself the Black Tupac on that week's story. Well, Tupac went to prison, and now I guess you need to go too. Because none of this makes sense. You're gonna have a lot of choice of what bread you want in prison. You're gonna have a lot of choice. And I think he needs to go because he just all them taxpayers done wasted all that money on a case that went nowhere. Went nowhere. So pick. You want that cheddar and herb? Which one? That's the bread everybody get. You gonna have a pick of that?
I need Italian.
You go. Well, you like it?
I don't eat at Subway.
I'm sure he got.
I don't eat Subway.
There'll be some Italian in there. There'll be some Italian in there. You'll be all right. Let me shut up though. I'm gonna be quiet now. Janelle, go ahead. You tell us what you feel.
What do you expect me to say after how you just acted?
Exactly.
Telling the story.
You're talking about how you out of pocket, okay?
I'm just telling the story. I tell the people the news. I'm here to moderate. Y'all here to debate. Go ahead.
No, because it was the puns, sir.
The Jared treatment? The Jared treatment.
I can't.
You know why that man got in trouble, right?
Oh, yeah. I know. But he only got a few choices now. So I'm just saying.
My thing with Mr. Jesse. Okay, so when he first came out with this story, I believed him. I didn't even read the details. All I saw was that he accused two people of attacking him. They were wearing MAGA hats. I didn't even know that they were black men, nothing like that. I just automatically assumed because people were acting wild that this happened. So I was like posting about like, this ain't right. Y'all out here beating people. Y'all got nooses and stuff. And then he said it was two black people, brothers at that, wearing MAGA hats in Chicago at Subway at 2 a.m. First of all, is Subway even open until 2 a.m.?
But they got some 24-hour spots.
But I highly doubt, and this is no shade, I love Chicago. I would live there if it wasn't that cold. But I highly doubt it's open until 2 a.m. Chicago. Just because, like, crime? Maybe? But anywho, I also thought, yes, I know there's some, like, blacks for Trump out there. But in Chicago, I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. And then I was like, walking around with a noose? Like,
who walks around with it
people
on?
will do stupid stuff like that, but they're not bold enough anymore to like have their faces be seen. They'll just leave it at the scene of the crime. Like with Bubba, the NASCAR driver, they just left the noose and like ran away. They never want to like show their face because they're cowards. But I was just like, sir, you're lying. And he's still lying. But what really upsets me about it is the fact that, like I said before, there have been and are still numerous black people, specifically black men, who have been wrongfully killed or harmed. Mm-hmm. And you have the audacity to waste my time on some stupid crap that's not true. Like, you're not gaining anything from this. And the thing that makes me still watch this is because he's still standing behind his statements. So I'm wondering, like, are you mentally ill? Like, it's just all around a mess. I'm just waiting for Erica comments. Where's she at?
Let me get to some of these comments. Let me get to Lula because she's been waiting patiently. She said, I'm still so shocked. It didn't. That's why I low key believed it, because who does that? He doesn't need to go to prison though. Taxpayer money gets wasted all the time, unfortunately.
So that makes it right.
Yeah. So that make I'm confused. Okay. I mean, I understand. I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. Darius. Oh my God.
Right. Don't read it.
I'm not reading that.
Don't read it.
I'm not reading that.
Darius, we have jobs.
Walking around in minus 12 degrees with non-frozen bleach poured. Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't have y'all ever been to Chicago? In the cold?
Erica says Empire writers are great. Well, that's funny because the show's not on the air anymore. And she says she loves the show. It had a good first season.
Market.
I bring the people the news. That's all I do around here. That's all I do.
No.
Erica says crime in Chicago. LOL. Yeah, but still, this one just didn't make sense. Charm. I don't think I. Oh shoot! Should I read this? I don't know if I should read it, but I'm gonna read it. He might fake it in jail, cause he gonna get made. They don't like him. They gonna tell Jesse that he looked dusty. His hair not even. His hairline not even. His hair uneven. He not that cute. His sister is though. His sister's cute.
Thank you, Charmin. You a friend for real for saying that.
He just looks so pathetic to me now when he was like, I'm gonna stand up for my truth, and I know my truth. The truth is, you, like Charles Barkley said, don't pay for crimes with checks. Like, don't pay for crimes with checks. You didn't pay them enough, and you got to have the money.
But he's still sticking by the story
because you can't.
After he's been found guilty,
you can't.
I'm just curious as to what really is.
You can't get off it now. Truth. The full truth is he was getting bodied by one of them buff dudes, and then he thought their relationship was close enough where he could pay him to beat him up to get some status.
But who would sit there and come up with that type of for what?
Somebody high off something, because
Go ahead,
I don't get it. Why? What was the purpose of him doing this? Because, of course, nobody had really heard of him until Empire, right?
And still, who cared?
Yeah, but we didn't know nothing about him. And then he started getting a couple of jobs because his sister started putting him in some of her stuff. And then he started getting director jobs. And then you do this. You literally were starting to get a career. And then you just said, to hell with it. I'm going to make up this fake story because I'm not famous enough yet. Honestly, I really do feel deep down in my heart and in my soul that he's kind of jealous of his sister. And her success.
Yeah. As he should be.
And she fine. I ain't going to lie.
And she can act.
She fine.
Right. In the same token, though, her career really, even though I guess they had some type of family show back in the day or whatever, all the kids.
She's been acting for a very long time.
Yeah, but out of all of them, she's the only one that has an actual career in acting.
Yeah. Let me read this comment real quick because this is important, and I'm glad Ross said it. She says, yes, and it takes so much for us to be believed. And then on top of that, even if things like that are on film, we never get justice. So to make it up brings doubt to so many valid claims. And to me, it hurts the whole LGBTQ community because now you had all of them rallying behind you over some fake crap. Everybody,
it takes one person to ruin it for our entire culture.
You're black, you're black, and you're gay. You done hurt both communities in this. How you take two shots? How you shoot down two communities in one act? And hold on, what'd you say? Someone said, "What's Marcus? What's in that mug? That dang mug tonight?" Don't worry about it. And Anthony said, "That's the part I still don't get. Why pay people to pretend to hurt you?" And he was talking about something. He had scars. He didn't have a scar on his daggone face.
On his body.
He got to commit.
It doesn't make sense.
Exactly, Charm. He got to commit at this point. Acting skills in full
effect.
That's
real. You might as well go all the way through it.
Erica says, "Listen, Chicago Police Department ain't doing nothing with the resources they said they wasted, but terrorizing the community." That's fine.
Man, the police chief said that he probably wouldn't have arrested him if he had just apologized.
Mm-hmm.
But wait a minute. Also, though, like, when they said they have to investigate this stuff, what are y'all doing? Like, why does it take so much money to investigate what? Like, I just give them the phone. You need money for that?
We need donuts. We need some coffee. We need all our,
But I'd be so tickled when it's like, oh, we have a full video of such and such killing someone. We have to do an investigation. Of what? Like, I just am so curious.
Lula says,
granted, I know, but
it doesn't make it right just saying your reasoning is because of taxpayers' money, and I'm saying it gets wasted for less. It does. Jesse doesn't need to go to prison. But see, this is my problem.
My money means something to me.
This is my problem with that. If this was a regular black man who would have made this story up and was not famous, he would be clapped up and in prison. Like, so I can't feel any sympathy for dude, because like, you played this, man. You played this and you strung us along. You had multiple times where you could have just said, you know what, y'all, I made this up. Like, this is why I hope that I can redeem myself in the future. Like, this was just a very, very ill-advised attempt. Your career is done. Like, nobody's going to want to deal with you over some stupid mess. Like, so I feel like somehow he's going to try to make some kind of random comeback. He'll be on some like low budget Netflix show or something later on. Like, but I think he just need to shut up. Like, just shut up for a whole, like,
give him 90 days and then throw him some fines or some
community service
and call it a day.
I hate when black people mess up TV money. Like, you mess up. Like him and what's his face, Columbus Short. Hey, you messed up a good check.
Man,
the Scandal stuff about Scandal. Is that about Scandal?
I'm still sad about that.
Okay. Yes. Like, my thing is, like, when it comes to black television shows or shows with a black lead, it's already hard for us to get them on there. And so, granted, yes, Empire was ghetto AF, but I absolutely loved it. It was on for seasons, not just one or two. This joint had, it was like 6 seasons. You messed around and really said F that TV money for what? Like, you had a steady check.
But that's what I'm saying. I really want to watch this till the end because I would love to just know. I feel like we're never going to. I feel like we're never going to have the full truth. But I am curious to see, like, because he's sticking beside this story.
There ain't no truth to it. He has to. The truth is he was getting bodied by Buff Bro. And it didn't work. He didn't pay him enough.
We all know that he was homosexual before.
Yeah, we did. So but it's like he didn't pay enough.
And I don't understand why anybody really. I swear this is like.
My thing is, what did he think was going to happen? What did he think was going to happen? The cops are going to investigate a hate crime. They're going to investigate it. So how are you going to get your boys out of this? And you thought they weren't going to rat you out once they got caught up?
Bro, they started singing the moment.
Yeah, like
got caught up.
My thing is, this is my thing. In the show Empire, you had Taraji, Terrence Howard, and you were the third on the totem pole. Jussie Smollett was like the third main character, I would say. Wasn't he though? Because like in the second season, Andre, he became kind of Andre, but then he became the focus about singing, and when he got caught up with the dude in the studio, but he wasn't that far down the totem pole. Like, he wasn't that to be a brand new person starting out in Hollywood, and the people above you are established. You have an Academy Award nominee in Taraji. I don't know. Did she win one for something? She got something for Hidden Figures. But whatever. No. But anyway, but like, you got these people who are established, have made big budget films above you. You should be happy that you're included in the number right now because you're getting valuable experience.
Maybe they got hot-headed.
Right. And they stood by him.
And they stood by you. You made them look stupid.
By him, 10 toes down. Because she looked at him as like her son for real. She was like, I believe my baby. I believe
in him. And who would make something like this up?
Oh, someone said Felicia Rashad. Did she back him too? She been real messy lately though. She's been real messy lately.
Y'all not gonna disrespect Felicia.
I'm not gonna disrespect her.
She be wrong.
She be wrong.
But y'all not gonna talk about her.
She be wrong. She was wrong with this. She was wrong with Bill. That's all I'm saying.
The thing,
she was wrong.
I don't know if I feel like she was wrong with Bill.
She's remembering the man that she knew. She's remembering the man that she knew.
The thing is that I don't have a personal relationship with Bill Cosby for me to judge what she did. Do I think that she should have not made it public? Yes. But her feelings toward the person that was her on-screen husband for how long?
Yeah.
Who knows what their friendship is? Like, I don't think she meant it the way she did, but I really wish some celebrities would just get off of social media. Like, get off.
It ain't for your era. Y'all gonna
Or
stop
just
talking
hire
about
someone like me to do it for you.
let's see what you're talking about. Charm said for the $5 foot long. Duh, exactly. Columbus Short abused his wife or girlfriend and got kicked off the show.
Yes, he did.
Marcus is so disrespectful tonight. Okay, cool. Y'all gonna stop talking. Y'all gonna stop talking about my little mug. He must have went for that angry whiskey. There's nothing in this mug. And thanks for the 100 comments and 20 people in the chat. We appreciate it. So, but no, I just really think the story I knew from the jump when he told this story, I was like, none of that makes any sense. And a lot of people wanted to believe him. I wanted to believe him, but if you objectively sit back and just look at the story, I'm like, none of that makes sense. And then I'm sure someone of his status could have found something else to eat. Didn't have to go outside, go walking by himself. Like I don't know. Maybe he's not that big yet.
Uber Eats goes for hours upon hours in the middle of the night.
It just didn't make sense to me, and I was just like, he lying. And the more that came, and he was like, oh, I got a noose tied around my neck and choked. No abrasions to his neck,
but
nothing
who was
on his
walking
face.
around with a noose at 2 a.m.?
I think he got choked, but it won't on that street. It won't on that street.
If he was in like Texas,
he was getting choked.
This would be very, very believable. Or even here in North Carolina.
But Chicago, 2 black men with MAGA hats.
Oh, so people in the Midwest don't be out. People in the Midwest don't be out when it's cold, period.
No, not at all.
Oh, Mama's in the chat. She said the story was suspect from the beginning. It sure was.
Hey, Mom.
It sure was. Like, I can't believe it. But speaking of liars, Joel Osteen. Look, everything's just rolling together today. Running together. This show's just. Don't you love a show that just works? It just works. Everything just worked this week, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It just works. Joel Osteen. A lot of you know. I think I talked about him when we were talking about. We had I don't know if y'all remember what we on episode 27. So
27.
Okay, vocals. P5. Okay, but
sorry.
But so we're on episode 27. So 22, 23 something episodes ago when we did that whole thing about black churches and whatnot. And I said one of the people I despise more than anybody is Joel Osteen. Because I think he's more of a motivational speaker than an actual pastor, for one. I mean, he inherited that church. But we won't even get into that. So I don't know if y'all saw this story about this plumber found $600,000 walled up inside of the church. Now, this is the same church that wouldn't let people come in when a hurricane flooded the daggone city and acted like they didn't have no dry areas for people to sleep. But they got time to wall up some money. So some money's in there, and apparently the church did say that they were missing. They told authorities they were missing $600,000. They didn't know where it went. But how does it get walled up inside your church? Like, they spackled this wall, y'all. Like, this wall was put back together perfectly, and y'all didn't. No one notices someone hiding 600. So anyway, the plumber finds it, and his dumb self turned the money in. Because you don't know when God try to bless you, you know. But anyway, he turned the money in and got a $20,000 reward for it. And it's just it just sounds messy. So and then there's some kid that, you know, I don't know if y'all saw the little video. He sees Joel Osteen and takes a picture of him and he calls him a really derogatory word. And yeah, and of course he had that little trademark smile and walks away. Well, he apparently tried to get that restaurant worker fired. Yesterday. Yeah, called his place of employment, trying to get him fired. So it's a whole mess. I'm gonna pass this to Jasmine first. What do you think of the old Osteen and this situation with this money missing and being found? And what would you have done?
All right. So first and foremost, I've never been a fan of Joel Osteen. I've never been a fan of mega churches. I always feel like mega churches are they are what's the word I'm looking for? their leaders are crooks. All they care about is the money. They're the ones that are always talking about if somebody gets $50 or $50 per person and you got 100 and some odd people in your church. You're like, it's too much. So Lord forgive me, but when I heard about this story, all I could think about is this show on BET Plus called All the Queen's Men. And at the strip club, they was hiding the money in the wall.
Lord.
I'm sorry. But that's all I could think about. But I think that Joe has been putting that money in that wall. Because remember they said that they were missing that same amount of money. How does that much money go missing?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's in the church somewhere. And that's the thing. Like, we see these type of things on like movies and TV shows where churches hide money in different places. And he did exactly just that. And then tried to make it seem like somebody stole from the church for a tax write-off.
It's Can I just say this? I feel like this is bringing a whole nother meaning to the building fund, because that's exactly what this man did, was take this money and put it in the and that makes it so hard to trust church, like people who really believe and want to be closer to God, and then they see, first of all, you already living higher above the people anyway, like
exactly,
and then 600,000 goes missing, and like if 600,000 went missing from a regular old little church, black church, we panicking. We scrambling all, but you got so much that you can just hide.
You burn that stuff down. Like, we ride for everything else. Burn it down.
Mama says tax the churches.
Hey. Period.
Yeah, especially the mega churches. But if I was the plumber, yeah,
can he get Dusty Grape? Because you dummy.
Joel Osteen gets the Dusty Grape, but
no, not Joel. The
plumber gets the Dusty Grape.
Yes, because you stupid idiot.
Because why would you return it in? You found it. And they said it was missing anyway. Lord forgive me, but I got bills to pay. And all they gave him was a measly $20K.
I'll take $20K right now, but
I mean, come on now, $600K, and you gonna give him $20K?
I don't even know. I don't even know how that works. My thing is, the Lord asked for my 10%. And I said it before the show. He asked for my 10%. Out of $600,000, that's $60,000. I can walk away. I'll leave $40,000 in the wall. I'll leave the $60,000 in the wall, and I'm taking the $540,000 and going on by my way. Joe don't need it. If he can wall it up, he obviously don't need it. He ain't missing it. So why don't I just take that off of brother's hands? That's all I'm saying. Let me read these comments. Then Janelle, we coming for you. Erica says, I wish I would have found that money. I would have helped my pastor. I would have helped my pastor keep that money missing right in my account, honey. At least only turn in $100K. I feel like he thought that as long as the money wasn't spent, is not technically stolen because it was still in the church. I know I'm reaching, but I feel like that would possibly be a possible justification. Mama said, I'm going to keep half and turn in half. Y'all generous. Y'all real generous for me.
Generous.
Janelle, it's on you.
First of all, referring to the plumber, I'm not turning in anything. Y'all would not hear from me. What plumber? Who? I don't even exist anymore. I got enough money to get me a brand new passport and a whole new identity and still have a few $100,000 left over. I should be good. Because I feel like you can get blessed anywhere. And that means in the church too, honey. But to be honest, I'm not even mad at Joel Osteen for being who he's been forever. I'm mad at these stupid idiots that keep putting money in his pocket. I do not understand, number one, why people think that when you're tithing to the church, that it specifically means the building. The Bible literally defines the church as the people. The money is supposed to be going back to the people, not this building, not these chairs, not these benches and these bulletins and stuff like that. It's supposed to be going back to you. So at what point are you going to realize, oh, yeah, the Lord's going to bless me with this new Mercedes? And Joel Osteen then got 75 new Mercedes in 1 week. Boo-boo, something's not right. Y'all got to get it together. Stop giving these people money. It's not going to get you any closer to heaven at all. Like, at some point, we really have to break that. It's almost sad, almost, because they're going to keep doing it. But also, I just feel like church folk be like acting like they want they'll take all the smoke. Like, they be the first to judge people and act XYZ. But I feel like the main person that be needing all the smoke is the pastor, and y'all are so focused on worshiping the pastor versus God that you don't even realize that he's like, really tearing you apart.
You're right.
And that's all I have to say about that.
I feel like I mean, some churches be having so much for their pastors too that I be like, it blows my mind. It's like Pastor Appreciation Sunday, Pastor's Anniversary, Pastor's Birthday, First Lady and Pastor Day, Pastor ate brunch today.
That's the case, like, it just be recognizing everyone's birthday, giving everyone $100 gift card for their birthday.
And then, like,
they have the money.
Something that never sat well with me was like those, it's the pastor's birthday, everybody got to buy tickets $40 to go. Like, why am I paying to see a man I see every week?
Yeah.
Like, it's an all-white affair for the pastor. Like, what is this?
Now, the one that gets me is everybody giving money that equals their age for the age of the pastor. I'm not doing it.
Ooh, let my church be full of senior citizens.
Hell will be full and overflowing.
And then
hell will be full and overflowing. Because God's going to say, like, were you supposed to be doing all this for the pastor or for me?
And then
because you still poor, and that is not the plan I had for you.
And then we turn around, and these churches are in some of the most impoverished communities. Yeah. And then they turn around and got the nerve to say, let's make sure we pray for our community. No, split some of that cash that you've been getting in love offerings all day long. Like, all these offerings we've been taking up, ain't none gone back into this community. And we wonder why people ain't coming to church no more. Because they see what's going on. It's your business. Y'all made it a business. And I get it. Churches have bills to pay. They got to pay electricity. They got to pay water. I get that. But you got money left over. You got money left over. This the fifth retreat the pastor been on this year. Like, it's mind blowing that what it's become. And Joel Osteen, like, if you listen to a sermon by that man, it sounds the same every week. This is gonna be the day that God breaks the chains in your life, and you're gonna feel renewed. It's December. If she ain't felt renewed by now, it ain't happening this year. It ain't happening this year.
You know what's funny about Joel? My mom and my dad used to watch him, and they would always ask me why I didn't like him. And I always said, I don't trust white people who smile all the time. Oh. What is wrong with you? I feel like you're a serial killer. Like, why are you just smiling the whole time?
Oh my God.
Because he's probably like, I'm going to take your money, and your money, and your money. Ooh, and your money, and definitely your money. Like...
Let me read some of these. Erica says, I hope he claimed it on his insurance and didn't go to the members crying wolf. Yeah. Charlotte says, in my sister Shirley voice, not my pastor. Charing says, as the plumber, do you take the money, repair the wall, fix the pipes, throw the deuces, and act like nothing happened? Yes, ma'am.
That's exactly.
Yes, ma'am. That's what you do. Yep. Let me make sure I see who. Okay, that's Lula. She says, people with their good intention. People get with their good intentions. If the pastor does wrong, it's not the person's fault what they do. You're absolutely right. But people need to be a little bit smarter. I do think they do the most personally. She says, I personally wouldn't give to a church like that just because I don't trust it. But I get why some people may. I don't get why. I
don't. Like, what's going to happen after? Like, oh, that's my, like, making sure I add to my get into heaven fund? Like, what does that mean?
Erica, I agree with you. I'm not, me personally, I don't like mega churches.
I'm against them.
I feel like the Bible is kind of, if you look at something, like it's mega church, no church should be that big. Period. How can you tend to a flock that you don't even know the names? Like, there's so many, you don't even know the names of your sheep.
Come on,
like,
give us a word, sir.
How are you going to know if one is missing? If one is going astray? When you still talking to the TV more than you talking to the people in the audience. Like, I can't. I want somebody that knows my name. I want somebody that calls me when I ain't in church and they check up on me.
Come on,
like, Joel ain't doing that. He up behind that gate and on that hill. He lead the church in his little helicopter, get back to, like, that's not God had, I mean, Jesus didn't start a mega church when he was there. He had 12. Like just 12 people that he worked with. He didn't need all those people to change the world. So I'm if you like that, I'm gonna say to my viewers, this is my disclaimer. If you like that, you like that. If you like it, you like that. This is me and my views. This is my show. This is what I say. But I am against crooked pastors. I'm very against them. You don't need no multi-million-dollar jet to go anywhere. Because if Jesus rode in on an ass, he would definitely be flying Southwest. Like he wouldn't be in a private jet. He'd be on a Greyhound. Like what makes y'all think that he'll be riding a private jet?
He would come in a nice Uber Black.
Uber Black, girl. He's coming in a yellow taxi cab with the 222-2222 number on the back. He's coming in like that.
Jesus ain't taking no taxi cabs. He gonna take an Uber.
Jesus walks.
Jesus ain't taking
He
no
coming
taxi.
in on that cab. He gonna have one of them little
Can
e-scooters.
Jesus at least have a 300?
No, he gonna ride up on one of them e-scooters that be out in the city. He gonna pick one of them bad boys up and ride on in. That's what he gonna do.
I cannot.
Erica, that's not what we mean by mega church. Because you act no.
Well, that's what I said. Hold on, that's what I said. Someone just commented.
No, let's talk about this. This is great.
Hold on, we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna let you get it. I just want to clear this piece up. But that's your opinion, Marcus, and it doesn't mean absolutely. It's absolutely my opinion. I didn't say there's wrong with it. I didn't say there's nothing right with
mega churches.
I'm just saying this is my show. I'm just giving my opinion. My opinion. That's
y'all are crazy.
If y'all like them,
sit up here and talk about our jobs raping us, but it's okay.
If y'all like mega churches, y'all like mega churches. Nothing wrong with it. And Erica says, but if people keep coming to your church and inviting their friends, then how you gonna stop it? You don't want to stop it. That's how you get the money. Janelle, go ahead. You had something you were going.
The reason that I cannot stand mega churches is number one, like you said, majority of them are in areas where they target specific types of people, uneducated, lower class, and a lot of times people who have gone through a lot. Like if you go to church, specifically these churches, these are people that are seeking for something to validate their very being. And in their mind, like, if I just keep giving, that means I'm doing the right thing. Like, they just want to feel that they're doing the right thing. And I feel like that's taking advantage of people. You're not helping them in any way. You're not healing them. You're not helping them grow or evolve or anything. I mean, I think about it. During the pandemic, these churches still had all this money. Did they give out one stimulus check? No, but all y'all pastors was preaching about how the government wasn't giving us nothing. For these black mega churches, I don't know how. I mean, outside of like Kurt Franklin and Fred Hammond, who they're not pastors, but I don't ever see no pastor stepping up when it comes to our people and the injustice. But as soon as y'all just have this vision that God said you need a plane, like that's why I have a problem with mega churches, because we have been struggling since we were horrifically taken from where we came from and brought over here. And we still continue to struggle. And y'all are using our struggle to benefit? I go on this all day, so just cut me off now.
No, you're fine. And that's the thing. Like Creflo Dollar said, if I choose to believe that God's going to send me a $50 million airplane, then I choose. First of all, I ain't trusting no man named Creflo. I'm just not. I don't know. Like, I'm just not trusting no dude named Creflo. And last name Dollar, it's just too convenient. It's too convenient. I really think, like, if Christ told the rich man to give up everything he had and follow him, why would I be giving you everything I got and more? Like, and you want all these riches and things. Like, it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. It's literally in scripture.
Boy, I will throw this phone and interrupt the whole podcast.
It's literally in scripture.
That's the word. Come on now.
It's literally in scripture, but we don't see it. And I think we're attracted to positive words. And another thing is, none of these pastors be preaching about anything tough or hard. They just want you to feel good. They want you to feel
or
good.
They want you to feel bad.
And you walk away.
Sometimes they'll literally make you feel bad.
And not give you any redemption at the end. And that's what's missing. People go away feeling good, and then they find out they still poll Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They ain't getting nothing.
But God gonna bless me on Sunday, though.
Mm-hmm. But that's just me. Like I said, y'all, my opinion. Maybe it's the PK in me, but it just never sat well with me. Just never sat well with me. Let me see. I like mega churches because you can tip out without anybody noticing.
That's real.
Right.
That's real.
See, in black church, you got to put the finger up. You got to put the finger
up.
With
mega churches, you like, so at regular churches, you already got the people that's gonna shout every Sunday, no matter what the word is. They gonna shout, they gonna fall out, they gonna run. In a mega church, you got more of them, and it's like they battling each other to see who can shout the loudest, who can fall out as many times, or who can take as many laps around the church. It's like you don't get any type of word. It's to me, it being in a mega church is a waste of my time because I'm not getting the word. I'm not getting anything from being.
Because you can't touch my personal walk.
Right.
You can't.
Because
that's what I'm there for. I'm supposed to be there to be enhancing my personal walk and to be worshiping and to be fellowshipping with people. But how can I fellowship? And there's 100,000 people in here.
No. Like I'm with you, Marcus, when it comes to your pastor knowing your name. Like, in middle school, high school, we went to a bit of a larger church, but it was nowhere near a mega church. But our pastor made it a point to show up to different things, like our choir rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew every last one of our names in the choir. So, and then he was our biggest cheerleader when it came to like our concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
Let one of them kids get up and start singing a solo. He be the first one up, sing so-and-so, because he know them.
And that's
what he was listening to our choir rehearsal and knew how hard it was for that boy to get that.
We're missing that engagement in the community. Like my dad would go to like the kids' soccer games. He would show up to things that they needed to see. Like you get support from your church even when you're not at church. Like we going to graduations. We going to go see like what y'all like. We stopped doing that, and I really hate it. But people like, again, my opinion, people like Joel Osteen, they feed you this false sense of security, this false sense of, oh, you're gonna be great, and they keep telling you that. But that's not amounting to what the bills on your table are saying. But yet you still giving to this man. Have y'all seen Joel Osteen's house? Go look at it,
and go look at his congregation's house.
Go look at his congregation house. Look at the median income of that city, and go tell me that this is how Christ would be living if he was here. Like, tell me. Like this.
Y'all just get a bunch of snacks because Judgment Day is going to be long. Okay? It's going to be long.
It's going to. Oh, Lord. Should we get off this subject? I think we need to get off this subject. I'll start preaching and we don't need that. And I ain't got no collection basket. But we take donations, y'all. We take donations. We take donations. We take them.
Can I just say that I am very proud of my mother for still being on here because she.
Hey, Mama, let's give her a round of applause. What you not gonna
do is call her out.
Let's give Mama a round of applause. I'm gonna start using these sound effects more. I got to. But no. Yeah. We all right. So we got one more topic. Then we'll give the benediction. Let's go on to talking about. We were talking about poverty and not having, but now we're gonna talk about success. Because we're going to always end on a good note. And Janelle brought this up this week, and I thought it was very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and let Janelle spit about this topic, and then we'll all chime in, and then we will wrap it up for the night. Janelle, let them have.
So long story short, my mother was sharing with me that my parents live in a nice area. They have a nice house. They have nice things. That doesn't mean much of anything, but it means a lot to other people. And something that we have struggled with as a family is that a lot of times, specifically Black people will say, oh, y'all are bougie because of type of cars. My mother has Mercedes and they have a bigger house. And I guess the area that they live in now is like considered bougie or whatever. And a lot of her coworkers who are Black will say, oh, you're bougie because you drive a Mercedes. Oh, you're bougie because of the way you dress. And it's something that even when we were growing up, like I said, it's something that we struggle with. And I always wonder, like, why is it always my own people being like this? Because if you mean to tell me that being clean, working hard and buying things that I deserve, taking care of myself makes me bougie, well, honey, I'll be as bougie as possible. But I really have an issue because it hurts when it's our people, because it's like, I ain't trying to one up you or nothing like that. I mean, if you're mad, you can be mad. That's how I feel now. But when I was younger, it would make me feel like I'm not trying to make you feel like you're lower than me. Like, we're friends. And I would try to like lower myself to relate to the people that were saying this to me. And it just kind of made me sad because I was just like, my mother has worked. I don't know if she in here. She probably not. She in bed, whatever. My mother has worked her ass off. My parents have worked their asses off. People don't know our story. People don't know what we've been through, what we come out of. Like, you would think that seeing these things would be, we're proud. We're proud to see Black people doing what they want, getting nice things, getting that car, getting that house, wearing those clothes without apology. But you want to be the one to call us bougie because of that. I had a real issue with that, and I don't understand why we treat each other like this.
Jasmine?
So, for me, this is one of those situations of when minding your business, it will actually be beneficial for you.
Yeah.
Because, like, Janelle,
that's the beginning of, that's the subject of the sermon on this evening. When minding your business.
When minding your business can be beneficial for you.
Turn to your neighbor and say it.
Mind your business.
Beneficial? Okay. So here's my thing. Like,
I need to order.
I don't understand why we as Black people, we always sit here and try to talk about how we should be uplifting people and each other and how we should have these things and that. And then once somebody gets it, it's, oh, you bougie. Oh, but ma'am or sir, you are literally outside of the club hating because you can't get in because you don't have your things in order. You don't know what it took for this person to get to where they were. Now, I'll say this. My parents, they live amazingly.
They should.
Exactly. We went from a townhouse in Oak Park to a house in Oak Park. Went from that house to a 2-story house in Belleville that we were the first people to live in because of the hard work that my parents did. My daddy worked at least 2 jobs when I was little. At least. My mother worked at least 2 jobs when I was little. All while raising 2 daughters and getting master's degrees as well, while we had dial-up internet all for the whole house using the same internet.
What a ghetto life we had.
Listen, these kids got it easy, baby.
Hello?
Okay? Wireless is a thing. But now it's like, they live in a big, beautiful house in Tennessee now. They had a big, beautiful house when they lived in Atlanta. But it's like, I saw as a child what they went through to get us to where we are now. It's like people really want everybody to be in this same place. Like everyone should hit this plateau of a way of living. And that's not how it should be. You should aspire to be married to someone for 30 some odd years. Your kids are college graduates and out of the house, and you are able to live as comfortably as you want to, just you and your spouse. Why would you hate on that? That is what you should look towards. This is literally what God is showing everyone. You can have this life if you stop and worrying about what else is going on with anybody else. Like, I'm giving you the tools, but you keep ignoring them, but you want to hate on somebody else that was listening and using the tools that I gave them.
Are y'all hearing this sermon on this evening? Are you receiving the word? Because you should be full right now.
We about to have an invitation to
listen.
Y'all, look.
And what's wild is
look.
People say that, and it's like, did you think that they purchased this stuff for y'all?
Right.
So when I was little and I was in school, I used to try to, my dad worked hella hard with all the kids he had to get us out of, we were in, to buy the first house that we had, to get us out of, renting and living in not the greatest. Like every time it rained in the house I grew up in, the bottom floor flooded. And imagine having all these kids in the house and you can't even go on the bottom floor. So now we on the top floor making you mad. Like my dad worked super hard to get out of that situation. And while I was in school, I would still try to pretend I was still in that old situation because I thought it was cool to, still be in hard times and struggle. Mm-hmm. As I got older, I realized how disrespectful that was to my dad and his work. That this man who didn't retire until he was in his 70s continued to work to provide for us, and I wouldn't acknowledge his hard work to people because I was afraid of what they would think, that I was bougie or whatnot. So what? Like, he worked hard to get me to this place. I should claim it. I should accept it because that man should be respected for what he did. And people who like Ross said in her comment, like, people think it's bougie because it's a way to wrap their heads around it. But what annoys me, and this is not just with regular folk, it's with black celebrities. We do this with black celebrities too, where if a white celebrity makes it somewhere, or someone like a Jeff Bezos or someone like something like that makes a lot of money, we say they should be proud they earned it. But then we talk about some of these other celebrities and they must have sold their soul to the Illuminati for their success. And I don't like that. I don't like how we do that. We have to make up all these other excuses for black people to be successful in the same way. Janelle, you seem to not agree with it. Let me know.
I just don't necessarily agree with the comparison. Like, when I think about this, I care less about white people. Like I could sit here and say white people don't do that to each other. They set themselves up for success and their families and stuff, blah, blah. That's because it's been easier for them since the beginning. Like, they made sure from the time they came here that it was going to work for them. So I could care less about them. That's why I said it hurts more when it's black people. And what's wild to me is, I'm glad you mentioned celebrities, because what is the difference between someone who, to me, a lot of celebrities nowadays have no talent. They're just rich because of social media. So they can do all these things without working hard. But the people who, my parents had a lawn service together. My mother, I would sit in the car for a good 2 to 3 hours with her as she went and literally landscaped entire projects by herself to put food on the table. Okay. So you mean to tell me that my mother isn't allowed to have a Mercedes that makes her bougie when she worked land literally with her bare hands? I told her, I said, you should have looked them in the face and said, I sure am bougie and you can hate on me from outside, boo-boo.
Listen, you need to get Mama Sam a sweater that says bougie on the back.
Yes, and no, you can't be on this level because you don't know what it means to work hard for real.
Like, that's the person you want to talk to. You see them drive, like, when I see someone who's driving a Benz like that, and I know a little bit about them, it makes me want to talk to them. Like, how did you achieve what you achieved? Like, instead of hating on you, let me learn from you. I never understood that mentality. Oh, I'm just automatically gonna make it up in my mind that you're bougie and thinking better than us. No, she earned what she got.
Or just don't say anything. Because honestly, if we do want to bring up white people, when we see white people in their really nice cars, do we think, oh, they bougie?
No.
We think that's just normal.
Oh, they got money.
I personally think they bougie because I know they out here not doing much, but probably some data entry and making like $200,000 more than I am. So, but we're not gonna go there.
Mama says the struggle bus ride is not meant to be long term. Yes, but there are
someone write that down because that's a problem.
We've glorified struggle in our community a little bit too much, and it's in our music, it's in everything. But there are systems too that are against us that keep us struggling, and we need to acknowledge that. But also, we can't continue to always use it as an excuse for not trying to achieve. Because I know a lot of people like, oh, I mean, this is what it is. You know, I'm gonna be here anyway. Like, all right, if that's your mentality, you ain't never gonna get out like that. And we got to start breaking that. And it starts with things like buying your kids kitchen sets and stop saying that's gay and allowing them to do stuff like that. But just trying to bring it full circle for today.
Because I want to go into my designer clothing just so they can mess it up.
Yeah, kids be wearing Jordans and they're like 3 years old. Let them play in some K-Swiss.
No,
I get Zaire nice.
But you don't let him wear that to go play. No, and y'all got a job.
You get Zaire cute clothing that is like durable clothing. Like Zaire wears Oshkosh, Bagash, and stuff from Carter's. Anyway, he's got Carter's for me. How about that? Them outfits I got him was from Carter's, and it was Oshkosh, and he was wearing it.
That's because y'all have the nice ones. There's no nice Carter's here.
I'm sorry, but anyway, like you got kids dressing like adults. Yeah. And you worried about a daggum kitchen set when you mad at this little boy for getting his Gucci sweater dirty that he should have never been wearing in the first place.
When he gets a Gucci sweater in real life. He's bougie so it's like you groom them to want those things. And when they get them, they're bougie. It's just a cycle of mental illness. Like, we just have to come out of this. It's so sad that like I do feel this is really heavily impacted because of the system. In our minds, like having nice things is wrong.
Yeah.
And that honestly to me is extremely sad because we deserve all of it and more.
Deserve it all.
And that's the thing. It's like, oh, they be like, oh, look at them people standing in them line to get them J's. And then, all right, my thing is,
granted, I would never in my life.
I'd never in my life. But my thing is, I'm gonna mind my own business because I don't know the story. Because we lump everybody into that thing where it's like, oh, they trying to get them J's. If they would put that money to a passport, then they could do it. I'm like, shut up, man. Like, just shut up. Maybe they don't want to do that. If they don't want that.
My thing is, how do you know they don't do both?
Yeah.
How do you know those
right? Because a lot of the people that stand in those lines, they get them and they resell them and they make a profit off of them. So.
Or they're getting them because they want them. I have every right to buy myself a pair of them.
It's their money. Spend it how you want. Just don't ask
me
for
them when you run out. Even if they can't afford them, that's not my problem.
Yeah. That's what I said. If you want them, you can buy them. Just don't ask me for any money when you run out. That's it. I'm going to mind my business. Oh, man. Anybody got anything left on the subject? I want Mama Pam to come on the show one day because I want her to come up here. I feel
she had to work late tonight. She would have, but she has to work late.
I feel like she would just be really awesome. And I would love to have some more generational gaps on the show, just to have some people with different experiences and stuff, because her story sounds phenomenal, and I never met her, and that's sad.
Well, I'll put this out here. My daddy said he want to do a podcast, so maybe I can make sure you stay awake.
Bring on that. Bring him on.
What he want to do a podcast on?
We should have. We need to.
Girl out.
Oh, hold on. Charlotte says she has just one more thing. All right, we'll wait for you. We'll wait for her to type it up. But in that time, we should have Mama Pam on. We should have. We should have Mama Parnell. We gonna have them all on here, and they can tell us everything.
We're gonna have all the band mamas.
We're gonna have them tell us about Janelle when she was young, and Jasmine when she was young. I feel like that would be a very fun show.
Charlotte,
I'm trying to wait.
It's been 35 minutes.
I'm waiting on Charlotte to see. She says she got one more thing. I'm a little nervous.
Right, me too.
I'm a little nervous because she got some dots.
She's typing on
It's the anticipation.
The anticipation. Well, while we wait, can we just shout out?
Brown or clear in that dang mug. Look now.
Oh my God.
I'm just drinking tea, y'all. I'm just drinking tea.
Oh God.
Just drinking tea, trying to beat this cold that I feel coming up. So I'm trying to beat that.
Foodies.
I just felt good today.
I got over that cold the other day. It was terrible.
Yeah, I think it's the weather change. We were like at 70 degrees today, but it was like snow flurries a few days ago. So I don't know what's going on in this daggone town that I'm living in. Y'all pray for me. I'm in the ghetto. Pray for me. But yeah, with that being, you said, what did you want to say, Jasmine, before we sign off?
Oh, I was just gonna say a huge congratulations and shout out to our lovely P5 sister, Diaria Henry. She is engaged to her boyfriend, Jonathan.
Congratulations.
It's a black love for me.
Oh, and another shout out to our friend, a guest on the channel, Unique, for his birthday today. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, man. Hope you had a great one. Hope you didn't stun on him too hard, because I know that wardrobe you got is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to get him.
All right, give me some money.
Yeah, that man's crazy with his fashion. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all just gotta go follow him. But with that being said, I think we had a fun night tonight. If you loved our episode tonight, please share it. It comes up. It'll be ready on YouTube in a few minutes. If you have not liked and subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do it. We are 81 subscribers right now. So if y'all want to subscribe, I mean, let's get to 100. Let's do that. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Black Joy.
How'd she pop in at
she just popped in at the last minute. Come on, Adrian.
It's over.
Come on, LS.
Like, girl, you late.
What was I saying? Yeah, so if you haven't liked and subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do that. And send that link to the video of this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, send it to your friends. Get them interested in the channel, and they'll like and subscribe, and then bring them to a show. Next week, we should have a really great show, too. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see all of our social media handles. At Marcus in the Man Cave on Instagram, on Facebook, Marcus in the Man Cave, Marcus in the Man Cave fan page, which is where you're probably watching tonight, and on the YouTube page. So please like the pages, be a member. Feel free to post stuff. Send us ideas. We love hearing from you guys. We get a lot of ideas, actually. So we love it. Janelle, got anything?
Stay black and be blessed. Stay black and mind your blessing. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Janelle. Not Janelle. Jasmine. Whew, Lord, I said the same thing twice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jasmine. I'm sorry. Lord. We almost there, y'all.
I'm just going to say it again. Minding your own business.
Receive it.
Can be beneficial.
Receive it.
You. Let's add to your growth.
Mm-hmm.
For that. Yeah. There you go.
Amen.
And I'm just gonna say, if you are receiving the footlong,
oh my God. No, hang up.
Pay for it in full before you stage a crime.
Done.
Make sure you got enough money to pay for it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not dealing with
Maybe if he had some of that $600,000 that was in that wall, he could have afforded the footlong. And as I'm gonna say,
if you find some money, take it. Listen, this nation is trash. Man. Take what's yours, okay? You can quote me. I don't care. Take it.
Someone said, "Oh, Adrian said she'd been here. Don't do that." She said, "Love y'all. Love you." All right, y'all. I love y'all. I wanna see y'all guys back here next week. Bring a friend. Let's keep growing. And be blessed and bless somebody else this week, because we're here and we can. Love y'all. Peace.
Bye.